This day in history, May 8th.
In 1429, French troops led by the charismatic Joan of Arc drove British forces from the city of Orleans in France. On this day in 1886, Atlanta pharmacist John Pemberton invented a tonic he called Coca-Cola, and a classic American beverage was born. In 1999, the Citadel, South Carolina's famed formerly all-male military school, graduated its first female cadet. And on this day in 1945, peace erupted with the announcement of VE Day, Victory in Europe. The war had taken 50 million lives, and Japan swore it would continue fighting until death. But Hitler's Nazis had been beaten, causing Germany to surrender unconditionally. And on this day, the Allies celebrate. And that's this.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana
and Lily
bringing your morning announcements
on WDMS News.
Today is Friday, May 8th, 2015, A-Day.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the DMS Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, and I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated.
Today's math problem is 1/5 E minus 1 equals 2/3. And solve 4 parenthesis D minus 7 parenthesis equals 524. Please let your math teacher know if you can solve this.
No.
Oh, and now the weather report by me. It was 58 degrees this morning. We can expect some clouds this afternoon and a high of 80 degrees. Now back to us.
Yay! Word of the day.
Oh, and now the word of the day. The word of the day is jugular. Jocular. Yep. Jocular means jolly. Fond of joking. Jocular sounds like jockey. And so, in today's cartoon, the caption reads, a jocular jockey and his jocular horse. Once again, today's word is jocular.
Help DMS with money and prizes by doing broken writing utensils in the TerraCycle box in the cafeteria. Now, here's Muff with some kind of announcement.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. Today I'm talking to our 7th graders. I just want to go over some procedural things for lunch today, and Mr. Barish is going to talk a little bit why we're doing what we're going to do today at lunch. Starting today, again, you'll be in alphabetical order seating, and that will take place immediately today. Everyone is expected to be in their seat promptly with their food. We will be taking attendance at each table to make sure you're at the correct table. If you were permitted by any adult in this building to sit at another table before, that is no longer the need or the process. You are to sit where you are told to be seated. During dismissal, each adult in the building will take you to your Mod 7-8 class in a line in silent fashion, just as you would in elementary school. You have lost the opportunity to take your own self to your own special Mod class. So starting today, you will be walked to Mod 7-8 in silent fashion in the hall. We will also start hallway sweeps. That will be around 12:18 to make sure that everyone is in their special subject class at an appropriate time. Mr. Barish is going to talk more about that today and why this is now the process and why we're taking this process. Again, it's part of our PBIS program to be safe, respectful, and responsible every day at Dundalk Middle School. And Mr. Barish is going to talk a little bit about that when he's up next in just a few minutes. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, Dundalk.
Thanks, Muff. Today is the last day to be able to purchase DMS music shirts and spiritware. Please give your music forms and money to Miss Carter and spiritware forms to the main office before leaving school today.
Here's a message from our recycling crew.
Listen up, DMS. The recycling crew is out running again this year. We're doing the recycling, so please put out your recycling cans on Wednesday and Friday after the 7th grade lunch.
Recycling includes this basket.
This is Multicultural Month. Let's learn about some different languages this month. Here's our first video.
Hello,
Yi. My family's from Korea, where we speak Korean. This is how you say hello in Korean. 안녕하세요. 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 Now you try.
Okay. Now for the words of wisdom. Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Ariana with a few words of wisdom. Do you ever find yourself putting people down simply because they are different from you? Do you criticize them for their actions or their clothes or the way they look? Maybe you don't criticize them out loud, but you're thinking to yourself, that person is really weird, or what a nerd. Most of the time when we put others down, we don't really understand who they are or what their lives are really about. This lack of understanding is what causes so much disharmony in the world. Whether that disharmony is between races, religions, or groups of friends in school. There's an American proverb that goes like this: never criticize a man until you've walked a mile in his moccasins. Next time you are tempted to put someone down for who is different from you, try putting yourself in his or her shoes first. With something to think about, this is Ariana. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Now here's Mr. Barish with an announcement.
Morning, Dundalk Middle School. I want to follow up on what Mr. Muffaletto was sharing with all students, particularly 7th graders. 7th graders, yesterday I was extremely disappointed in how students were exiting the cafeteria, how students were lingering in the hallway, not going directly to class, with 1,001 different reasons as to why they were late to class or didn't have a pass. Well, again, 7th graders, you are leaders and future leaders in this building and future leaders of this world. We have to act in a way, in a manner that's appropriate. So again, in addition to what Mr. Muffaletto said, I'm letting the 7th graders know there will be no vending machines today at lunch as well. And as we do hall duty sweeps after lunch, any students who are still in the hallway past the late bell, it will be an automatic detention. Between Ms. Turnock, myself, and Officer Roulette, Mr. Rose, and other teachers, any students, again, who are in the hallway late without a pass will be held accountable with an automatic detention. Slips will be ready to go. Again, we need to make sure, 7th graders, that we are going to be leaders in this building and we are safe, respectful, and responsible. And we have very high expectations for you in school and in life. And this is your school and you have to treat it with respect. So again, yesterday and the day before, I was very disappointed with what I was seeing in the hallways from our 7th graders. And I'm challenging you, 7th graders, to see if you have what it takes to make sure you can be safe, respectful, and responsible in our hallways and in our building. Again, this is your school. Also, students, just as a reminder that today all students will be receiving their interims at the end of the day. You'll be hearing an announcement at 2:35. We'll be going back to our homerooms for all students to receive 4th quarter interims. And again, next week we'll have parent conferences on Thursday. It's very important that you review your interims with your parents and you set goals with your parents for the remainder of the 4th quarter. You can set goals with your mentors for students who have mentors, and you can set goals with teachers to try to find ways to bring up your grades. We have coach class provided by teachers. We have a math and reading achievement club. We have a Saturday academy. There's a lot of opportunities for students to meet with success. We have academic homework club and coaching class. Again, a lot of opportunities to make sure all students are successful. Additionally, students who have failed 2 or more subjects through the 3 quarters and the 4th quarter interim, you are going to be required to sign up for summer school. Again, this would be one more opportunity to make sure you get the skills and the grades that you need to move to the next grade level. So some students will be receiving with their interims a signed letter with a packet that your parents must sign you up for summer school in order for you to go to the next grade level. And if later on, between now and the end of the school year, you're able to bring that grade up and not have to attend summer school, then you will get a complete refund and that will be okay. Otherwise, if you don't sign up and you end up failing for the school year, then you would end up being back in the same grade, and we don't want to have anybody end up in that situation, because every child, again, in this building has the potential to be successful. It starts with the desire and determination and the will that you demonstrate on a regular basis, students. So again, I'm challenging all students in the building, 6th, 7th, 8th graders, particularly 7th graders in the hallways. We also have 6th graders who will be testing today. I want to wish you the best of luck for end of year park in ELA. And remember, 7th and 8th graders, while you're in the hallway, there are 6th graders testing, so you need to be extra quiet and respectful and responsible for your classmates. And also, one other additional announcement to behavior to make sure we're all focusing on academic excellence is that students who end up getting suspended or having multiple ALCs will not be permitted to be partaking in any of our end of the year activities. So keep that in mind, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We have a lot of fun field trips with educational values coming up for you. If you're not behaving in a respectful manner and you're not doing what you need to do and you end up being suspended or ALCs, you're not going to be able to go. So again, that's another incentive for all the students to making great decisions. Let's have a great day, DMS, and a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thanks. This is Lily.
And Ariana. Have a fantastic Friday
and happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday, Julie.